Hey guys, I hear that today in the internet I read for coming a new Inuyasha anime. I was so happy for that because I really like Inuyasha and I'm a huge Inuyasha fan. The new Inuyasha anime, Yashahime, the half demon princess, it sounds so interesting. I want to now talking about a little bit about that, what we know. We know about that for the story be going around three main characters. Yes, the three main characters. Moroha, Tova, and Setsuna. What we need to know about them for Moroha is Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter, and Tova and Setsuna, they are twins, and they are Sesshomaru's daughter. Yes, I know so many questions have, but let's talk about first Moroha. What about no Moroha? For she's a demon slayer, and she have a sword name is Kurikaramaru. And she is a very cheerful person, but she can be very dangerous like her father. And sadly, she tragically don't know too much about her parents, Inuyasha and Kagome. And it's very interesting because exactly that's all writing to them very shortly in the internet, and I have a lot question about this character. But first let's talking about little bit the other two character. The other character is Towa, and she was 4 years old. She going to the future where it's Kagome from, and she meet Higurashi Sota. Yes, that's Sota, Kagome's little brother, to help her. And she was going school, and she so many times changed school because the girls bullying her because she was a man clothes. She was changing because this a lot school, and it's very interesting for her story. I'm so interesting about that for how she going, how she get in the future. The other character is Setsuna, for she is Tova's sister, twin sister, of course. She was 4 years old, same like, of course, like Tova. They was re- renovated with her, and she traveled to the future. I mean, of course, sorry, it's for Tova going to the future, and Setsuna stay alone. And Moroha, somehow, her cousin, going to the future, and that's how Setsuna can meet again Towa. They say that it's writing that Setsuna is her really similar. So he personally looks like really his father. I mean, her father. So exactly that's all information what we're writing the characters. And before I finish this video, I want to asking you some questions that interesting what are you think, because I have a lot of question. The first question is that for if we're going back to Moroha, they say that for tragically, uh, Moroha know very little of her parents. What's happened to her parents? I mean, I hear try to talk about that, for I sure about that, for Inuyasha and Kagome taking care of her daughter, but I really hope they don't die in the story. It's make me really sad, and I really interesting about that. For Moroha is a demon slayers, and I really hope for her story be very good, and just that just that make me very interesting about that, for she's demon slayers, and she have a sword. Exactly, I first time see the picture about her is taking in the test saga, and I was looking and reading after, and how I say earlier, it's other sword. Really interesting about that, for how she get the sword, maybe that sword, maybe Totosai make, or she make, or she get it somewhere. I have a lot of question about that. The other question is that about for Tova and Setsuna, who can be their mother? It's so interesting for what can be, how, who is their mother, because some people writing in a Facebook group and some place are reading that for maybe Rin is their mother, but we never been know that, and I hope that the story answer this question. And how you guys see, Tova is really boyish girl, so I was really interesting for the story, how can her character. The other problem I have the story, and exactly it's not problem, just I really hope that for in the story we can meet Shippo again, because how we know the story end, Shippo was going to everyday hard training, he became very strong fox demon, and exactly the story yet we don't know anything about Miroku's family, what happened them, and I'm thinking a lot about that for what happened to Kagome and Inuyasha. I know I talking about that earlier, but I don't think so. The time is going too far away. I mean, maybe 10 years past, or 24, because they are 24 years old, and are really interesting for that. For Sota, we have other child. She have family, or she live alone. He, yes, okay, he, or he live alone, are really interesting about these questions, because that time Istova get the uh, word, the future exactly, Sota taking care to her, I think so, and they're really interesting about that for how they make the story about this, and what we know about more for Maora, not Maora, Maroha can go the future too. It sounds really interesting, but I have one question: how Tova can go the future? I mean, if we take a look in the anime, we never see, and exactly not never see, we see that for Shippo tried going the future once a time, that time he escaped the wolf. Exactly, it's not try because he falling in down, but mm, never mind, he don't try it, forget that, sorry. But Sota tried going to the past, and we understand why they can't go the past. And Inuyasha can go the future, so it's really interesting, and I'm really interesting about that for how it's impossible. And I'm sure about that the story answer every question to us. Exactly, that's all I want to now talking about this video, and please forgive me if my English really bad, it's not my mother language sadly. If you like it, this video, I hope you next time enjoy it too, and we can more talking about that for the Inuyasha new series, because I'm sure about that if the future coming out, the anime thriller and episode 1, I want to talking about that. Thank you so much you watched this video guys, and have a nice day. Goodbye!